All right. Good afternoon. I'm like, our thing is here, so I guess I need to look there. We are live and it is lunchtime, and we are coming to talk about how our first few weeks have gone with Ultimate Portion Fix and the 21-day fix real time. So I've really been enjoying the new workouts. What about you?
Oh my gosh, yes. I love how every week she has been ramping up in the second week, switching the moves a little bit, making them more harder. And even in the first week, I felt like there was more kind of dual movements. Like we may have been doing something upper body, but she found a way to get lower body involved. So definitely have been sore, which I like to be sore because that tells me I've been working hard.
Yes. Yeah. I like how she's changed the moves too. And I like how she changed the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always thought for the last 5 years since I've been doing 21-day fix, I always thought I really had to follow the schedule exactly how it was lined out. And I always told everybody, do it like it is. And people did, and some people changed it up. But now she's like, no, your body will really get accustomed to doing that stuff, which I agreed with that. But I guess I was also incorporating other programs in between doing that program. So I do like mixing it up. And tomorrow's yoga day. So that'll be interesting, having yoga in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I'm Ashley Tabb and
Sarah Whitney Cox.
And we are going to talk more now about the Ultimate Portion Fix. So we have our workbooks, and hopefully everybody's been going through their workbooks and watching through the different videos. What surprised you so far with the videos?
Well, I think for me, I don't even know if it was a surprise, but I just feel more knowledgeable now about the nutrition labels as far as sugar content, and also looking at your ingredients. I feel like there is opportunity for me to dive even deeper into that. So I'm really itching to want to learn more, but just being able to compare and help your kids too understand, like, for example, like the cereal, or we had an experience with the maple syrup where there's still a little confusion with that, because the videos from Autumn were teaching us like the importance of looking at the ingredients to ensure like you're just getting maple syrup and not all this other stuff. But then the sugar content was a lot higher than what she had. Was it 7 or 9 grams that we needed to stay under? Like it was way more than that. So that's something I'm trying to clarify, but I also feel almost okay that it has more sugar personally. Like this is not like out there from Autumn, but I'm like, if I know I'm not getting all this like chemical formulated ingredients, that I'm actually just getting the product that I want, that to me, I'm like, well, that kind of makes sense if that's more of its natural state, that it may have a higher sugar content. But that's something I do want to validate. So I just like how it's broadened my horizon about that. And it's also where I've tried to reduce, sorry, I've really gone off on this.
No, you're fine.
Where I'm more aware about the sugar and the addiction and what it can do to our brains. I really try to adjust the changes I've been making in my food. And I'm seeing movement on the scale, and I think it's because I understand now more about what I'm putting in my body and what it can do to us health-wise, and the importance of staying away from that. So I don't know. It's just I can't wait to learn more, because I know it's just going to help me make better and better choices with other food selections.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, watching the videos, honestly, when the program first came out, it was kind of like, well, we've already been doing this for years. What do we have to learn?
Right.
But I think it just was proof that there's always something new to learn, and that, we always have, there are new things coming out, but there's always even things that have been out forever that we knew that we weren't completely following, that we thought we were following. And again, 5 years ago, when I started this, I thought, oh, I'm already eating healthy. I'm eating low fat and low calorie. I'm eating healthy. I don't need to learn anything. And then as I got into it, I realized, oh, I'm not eating enough vegetables, and I'm eating too much carbs and too many fruits, because that fruit has a lot of sugar in it too. And so now, it's like, yeah, I'm eating healthy. I've been following this for a while, but there's always room for improvement. And for myself, I typically eat a lot at the bottom of the list. And we know, that's not bad choices, but there are better choices that I could make. And by moving up and eating those better choices and looking at those things that have less sugar, that really does help move the scale or just help in toning even more.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, we want to hear what you have found and what you've learned from the videos more. So make sure you comment below and tell us what surprised you and what, just pick out one thing that you've learned from the video and let us know, and we can talk more about it through the comments, or if you have questions about anything on the videos, make sure to put that below too, and we'll come back and either comment on it or do another video specifically about that question. Let's see, what else do we have? All right, anything in the coming weeks that you're really excited about as you look forward?
Yes, actually, I'm still making my way through the videos too. I'm super excited about the difference for kids and getting my kids. This was in the resources. I've got a copy of it here. I'll show the rainbow chart. I know Ashley already had the opportunity to use this with her kids, but this is, even though I've been trying to talk to the girls about it, I'm excited to get them a guide and get caught up to speed to that video, because the more and more I personally am learning, I see the difference I can make for my kids now, and I can also visualize myself when I was their age, and if I had had healthier habits then, that I wouldn't be, I would just be further along now as an adult. So I would really like to get things under control now for them, with just learning how to eat healthy and how to make those healthy choices so that they don't have to go the same road that I've gone.
Yeah, so. And I did print this out. I actually printed it out before we went on our cruise, which was so much fun. On a side note, if you haven't looked at all of our pictures, and I'm going to be posting a video from it in the next day or two. That's really fun. I can't stop watching Sandy's video. It's so much fun just to go back and remember. But I printed this chart, the rainbow chart, before we went on the cruise, and the girls filled it out and they got all excited. Caroline got to go in the treasure box and get a toy for trying new things. Then I came back and I didn't print the chart again. I got busy, and finally yesterday I printed out 6 more. And so last night, both Courtney and Caroline started, they grabbed the charts and just started checking them off. Caroline's very motivated because she wants to go back in the treasure box, and I guess Courtney liked what she got in the treasure box too. She got some eyeshadow. So completely different things, but I just, when I'm out and about, I look for little, things that are on sale or in dollar bins and try to have a little gift box. That way their prize isn't a treat, but it's more of a prize. And it can even be something, this summer, as far as something, an activity that we can go do together too. So yeah, they're really excited. They're excited about trying new things. Trying to think this week. Oh, Matt bought a new avocado dip at Sam's, and he's gotten better about reading the labels too. And he's always read them, because we always followed Weight Watchers before, so he always read them about low fat and low cal. And so as I'm talking about stuff, and I think as he's hearing stuff when I'm getting ready in the morning and watching the videos, he started to understand that I'm looking more at the ingredients too, and not just the calories and the fat count. And so he came in and he said, I really didn't see anything bad in this one. And so I picked it up and I looked at it, and I was like, no, it's got a little bit of salt in it. It's got avocado and it's got a few other things, but they're not really, there's not sugar added in it. And it's actually really good, and it tastes really good. But again, that salt is very addicting. But it's a healthy fat, and that's what I'm counting it as. And so Caroline tried it. She didn't like it, but she tried it. And Courtney loves it. She can't get enough of it.
Good.
So it's been really exciting to see them get excited about trying new stuff. And I bought zucchini. I don't know that I've ever bought zucchini. And one of the recipes in the original Fix 8 cookbook is zucchini chips. Have you tried those?
Aaron made some. They are so good. You're going to love them.
Okay. So, and Matt said he would try them when I make them. So that's on the list this weekend. So that's what I'm excited about.
So good.
All right. Well, tell us what you're excited about. If there's any new recipes, that's what I want our goal this week to be. Is if there are new recipes, if you find it in the Fixate cookbook, or if you find it from the Fixate cooking show on Beachbody On Demand, or even if you just Google 21 Day Fix approved recipes, you'll find tons out on the internet. So, what's going to be your biggest challenge this week?
It's funny because actually I was going to mention the cooking. I am still struggling with brain. That's been one of my goals with this is, and Autumn's talked about it in the videos too, is it's easy for us to become creatures of habit and eat the same thing from day to day, which I don't really mind to do, but she said that your body, as you all probably learned in the videos, like you may not see the results you want and you keep fueling it with the same thing, or you may even, like, her body became like immune to eggs, like wanted to ward those off. So like sometimes too much of what we think is a good thing can end up being a bad thing. So I really want to do more of a variety, but I struggle with just continuing to lean towards my default recipes or my default lunch. So that's just going to require a little bit more time in the beginning to plan better, to plan for variety, to plan time to, take a little bit extra time to cook a new recipe. And it doesn't have to be like 7 days a week of new recipes, but just sprinkle it in here and there. So that's my goals for sure, because it's been something I've been struggling with, because today I still brought the same lunch I've been eating. Can't get off of it.
Well, I did not plan very well. And this morning I realized I didn't have any meat to bring. I could have brought ham, but I was like, I don't really feel like slicing some ham. So I quickly pulled out a piece of frozen chicken and turned on the Foreman grill and just slapped that chicken on the Foreman grill while I was making my English muffin, and it cooked while I was eating my breakfast at home. So I have a plain piece of chicken to eat on my salad, which is fine with me. Now, I know Matt would not be happy with that because he really likes having spices and other stuff and it being marinated. But it works for me. And Courtney, Caroline specifically, I know if I need a meat for her, that's something I can always go to. It's just slapping it. And I love the Foreman grill. I've talked about that before in videos. We had one in college and then we wore it out. And we didn't have one for a few years. And then Matt found a great deal at, Friday deal, good Black Friday.
Black Friday.
A Black Friday deal, and was like, what do you think about getting this one? It's a little bit different, and we use it all the time, especially in the winter. But my biggest challenge this weekend is dance. We have a dance competition, and so I've got to make sure that I pack my snacks. And I know we're going to eat out, and when we eat out, then I make healthy choices. I will probably factor in having a drink as a yellow, and that's okay. I'll just make sure that I have that container left in there. And then getting prepped for the week in the middle of being at the competition. Mm-hmm. It's just in Richmond, but I know that I need to make my plan of, okay, these are the hours that I'm going to be at the competition and getting them ready for the competition. So I probably need to do a lot of prepping on tomorrow night. So I need to try to get Matt to Sam's tomorrow.
We're talking this
because he has nothing to do. But no, he went to Sam's last Friday and it worked really well because I had everything and I did a lot Saturday morning. And so if he can get to Sam's tomorrow afternoon, that'll be really great, because I will even tomorrow night we don't have anything after the girls go to bed, so I can go on and at least get my salads made and get their muffins made, even though they love making those muffins with me. And I think we found a different muffin that we're going to try this week. And I did post a recipe. I don't know if you saw that. I posted a recipe on the Be Your Best Self group. And if you're not a member of that group, let me know and we can get you added. Or if you are in Sarah Whitney's group and you want the recipe, it was the sweet potato. Maybe it was sweet potato muffins. It was sweet potato something. And I was like, oh, that looks really good. And I started going through the ingredients and I was like, what is that? So I copied and pasted the ingredient into Google. And, it came up and showed me in the bag. It's something I don't know where I will find it in the grocery, but I can get it on Amazon. And that's the great
like
thing
a flower
about
or something?
it was something that started with like an X, and then it had the word gum
Oh,
as the second word.
I don't know. Neither me too.
I don't know, but I'll probably order it online. So I won't be making that this weekend because I don't have that ingredient. But that's just when I go through recipes and I see those ingredients that I don't know. In the past, I would just typically go to the next page. But now I've started to condition myself to go to Google and find out what it is so I can figure out where it might be in Kroger or if I can buy it online.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
It can be intimidating when you don't know all the ingredients or feel like you have to go out and buy all the new ingredients.
Yeah, or like even the maple syrup. We need to go online and look for it because it's expensive getting it in that whole form. But like the almond flour, I get it from Sam's, and it's cheaper getting it from Sam's. And I know I'm going to use it because it's in a lot of the recipes, and we've been making muffins every week.
There you go. Yep, we use it up.
All right, well, that's all for us this week, and we're going to start doing these weekly check-ins. We might not always be together in the same room. And we might not always be able to even log on together, but we will definitely be doing a weekly call. We're going to try to make it Thursdays. We may switch up the time between noon and at night because I know different people have different schedules, but we will always try to record it too so that if you can't watch it live, you can catch the recording and comment and ask us questions in the posting.
And it won't be so much of just Ashley and I sharing. We want to hear from you all. So we'll ask questions, or if you all have questions, but it'll be a dialogue, a group dialogue. So
yeah,
you don't have to hear from us every week.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be interview
We'll host
style.
it.
If
Yeah.
you're on there, then we'll make it just a whole discussion, and we want you to be on there live so that it can be a fun discussion and you can ask your questions live.
It's how we all learn too. I learn when you ask questions.
Yeah. So I hope this was helpful. Let us know how the things are going for you, what questions you have, and be sure to check in and engage in our groups each day. If you're not in the Ultimate Portion Fix group and you want to be in that group, we have a new one that's starting on Monday, April 15th. Or if there's another program that you're really interested in, let us know and we'll get you that information too. So hope you have a great day and we'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody.